Peter and Manny Gelagotis are one of the great success stories for trainers based in regional Victoria. Down here at Moe, they've tasted tremendous success and they're going to try something different by having their first Blue Diamond runner. Ned's Blue Diamond runner, does that sound really good, Manny?
It's exciting, Adam. You sort of go to the sales and buy horses and get to a point, hopefully there, where you can compete at a high level, and it's just a huge thrill to have a horse that's a live chance in the big race.
Miss Rosianna still in front of Letizia.
Miss Rosianna, of course, we're talking about.
Written swoosh coming through. Miss Rosianna burns them with pace and wins at a half length.
Peter, you haven't had so many two-year-olds along the way, but this filly, I had a look at her. She's a big, strong filly. She looks as though she's come through the prelude well.
Yeah, she has. She's got a bit of presence about her. The signs are looking very positive that she's well on track.
There's no standout. She looks as good as any heading towards it.
Yeah, look, if you base things on times and stats and figures and placings and you juggle the act, it's a safe play that we're somewhere in the mix in the top part of the equation.
How exciting is it?
It's very exciting. The thing that buoys me about the whole situation is that the fact that she's showing good progression and she's holding together well, and that's the key. They're a day-to-day proposition, but at this point in time, we're going okay. Touch wood, Adam.
Manny, you train together, but you have very different roles within the family organisation. Explain that to us.
Our family history, we've got obviously our famous chicken mix cafe that Dad has been synonymous in our local community, so we've kept that alive, and he's passed nearly 10 years now, and he started all this, and immigrant that's come to Australia, got to love the country life and the punt and the pubs and the gamble and the greyhounds, the trots, and you name it, he's done it. And when we finally got to this destination, he fell in love with the gallopers, and my role primarily in our latter life is to oversee the operation and allow Pete to train and focus on just training, and we try and manage everything behind him. So, my role is to primarily buy yearlings and buy horses for him, and where I can fill in for him, and so that he has a balanced lifestyle as well. And I really enjoy it, and he's the coach and the captain. And one thing is that through thick and thin, we're side by side, and I love it, and I'm really proud of the way he's going as a trainer. He's come a long way.
He's saying all the right things here, but Mick Price described him to us as the most annoying bloke he's ever trained alongside. Does he get on your nerves sometimes, Peter?
He can be antagonistic.
He's a strong personality.
He is, and he bats hard for what he believes in, and that's not always right in some people's eyes, and we clash over those minute things sometimes. But one thing Manny does well, and he wills something to happen, and he fights hard for it.
Your dad Michael and your mum Effie bought the property here, a stone's throw from the Moe racetrack 30 odd years ago. The chicken shop's legendary, and the chicken shop almost took priority. In fact, your dad was going to give up the horses to go to the chicken shop, and things worked out the right way. You got a winner at Moonee Valley, you got the bug, and you took over the mantle.
I had no interest in horses, I'll be honest with you. It was always Manny and Dad, and I'd run the fort at the shop. I think going to the races that particular day for Dad and winning the race, and I had people coming up to me, "Oh, great win, well done." I thought, I warmed to this a little bit. I thought it was okay. And when I come home, and Dad was at a point where he said, we'll probably need to sort of maybe give this away. And I said, Dad, let me have a crack at it. I really enjoyed it. And I suppose he probably wouldn't want to hear this today, but it was a good excuse to get out of the shop and do, get out into some fresh air. I worked hard, and I really had a red-hot dip at it, and I can rattle off several trainers that I drove mad in my early years trying to get information on how to do it right, and I thought I learnt very quickly. It's just the person I am. I'm very pedantic, and I'm fussy, and I love everything to be millimetre perfect, and grateful for where I'm at today.
Your ticket out of the chicken shop was a pretty successful career playing soccer or football, as you'd call it. Tell us about a relationship, Manny, with the late, great Frank Arrock, the Socceroos coach, and what it meant to your sporting career.
Yeah, look, it was a match made in heaven, really. I was a high-level junior talent through the area, and I suppose I was in the wilderness for a few years, and then just by chance and pretty fluky, ended up at a Port Melbourne club in the Premier League, which is like the equivalent of the VFA. And Frank come to Port Melbourne, and yeah, we were so intimidated by the biggest figure in Australia, and he just kept chipping away at me, and we then bonded and formed a terrific relationship.
And you ended up having 6 years at Gippsland.
I learned a lot under Frank in the first 2 years that he had us, and he taught us to be high class professionals, and it really took my personal career to a different level. Really a father figure type of information coming through, and just and I suppose a never say die attitude, taught you to never give up. And he trusted me, and I trusted him, and I'd die for him, and that was just how it was.
Terrific. In the training side of things, Peter, 2017 and 18, what a golden time it was. It was around that time, Malaguera, Group 1 Darley Classic.
Malaguera's hit the late speed dive at him and made it close, but I think Malaguera.
You had Lavendi go up there and win, of course, in Sydney in the AJC Australian Derby.
Freeway go! Oh, goodness me,
Mourinho, Mossendale, Illustrious Lad in more recent times.
Illustrious Lad, welcome back to the winners list.
There's been some lovely horses go through the team.
Yeah, one of my all-time glorious moments was Spring Carnival week. We rolled into Derby Day, Illustrious Lad wins the Lithgow, and roll over 7 days we win the Darley. Like, that was an amazing week. I think when Malaguera won the Darley, I don't think we even went to bed that night. We woke up and we were doing I was doing a radio interview the next morning we stayed at a friend's place. And my other highlight, winning an AJC Derby. It's a world-renowned 3-year-old race, and my experience in Dubai with Illustrious Lad was amazing as well. Like, to see how things are done in a different place. It's all learning curve, and it gives you experience at a level that is the elite.
Peter, what would it mean to win a Ned's Blue Diamond with Miss Rosianna?
Adam, it'd be a huge thrill on many facets. Like, our mother still is here and supports us every day, and she's probably even a harder taskmaster than what our late dad was. And she keeps us all on the straight and narrow, and keeps us focused on what we've got to do to achieve a Blue Diamond winner, for the ownership group, and for Manny, for the fact that he buys our yearlings. There's many people to thank, and I suppose another notch on your belt that you've achieved in life.
Thanks to you guys for telling us a wonderful story of your background, and we wish you the very best in the big one.
Cheers, Adam. Thank you.